Taste the feeling.
Hello and welcome to another episode of our videocast and podcast Behind the Bottle, where we try to reveal the secrets of our Coca-Cola business. And it is my great pleasure to welcome here today our special guest, Dan Timotin. Welcome, Dan.
Thank you, Marketa. Ahoy.
Ahoy. Dan, General Manager, Coca-Cola HBC Czech Republic and Slovakia. Dan, thank you for joining today. How are you today?
Very well, thank you. And you?
I'm also perfect.
How many days?
15 days in the company.
Continuing, yes?
Yeah, I'm still enjoying, so
Very
yeah.
good.
Okay, Dan, if you follow our interviews for some time already, what we like to do is that we ask our guests this or that question, you know, this kind of style. Would you like to do that with us as well today?
Do I have a choice?
Okay, but you need to answer really fast, yeah?
I'll do my best.
Okay. Dan, at home, would you rather do the dishes or the laundry?
Dishes.
Rap music or country?
Rap.
Free coffee or free Wi-Fi?
Free coffee.
Time travel or space travel?
Space travel.
Red or blue?
Red.
Spider-Man or Batman?
Batman, definitely.
Red or blue?
Red.
Sprite or Fanta?
Sprite.
Early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Polenta or svíčková?
Polenta.
Well, thank you. We asked similar questions regarding food. Our previous guests who come abroad as well, and it's always fun to ask, and it helps me to go to another question and ask you, because by origin you are Romanian. How do you like the Czech culture and Czech food? How have you established yourself together with the family here?
This is my, I lived in Hungary, I lived in Poland, I lived also in North Macedonia, and I had also a small project in Russia for less than a year. So it's, I found during these travels and journeys, it's a beauty to discover cultures, you know, and every culture has something special and different. Before I came here, I got a lot of input about the culture, so, you know, with good and less. And to me, so far, it was very positive in terms of discovery. I found warm people, nice people, and I'm not talking only about colleagues at work, but also outside. I found great habits. You know, going into the nature, spending so much time into the nature, it's absolutely beautiful, and it comes so nicely with me and my hobbies. So I can only say good and great things about. I see also you guys being engineers, very structured, in most of the time very organized and planning ahead. So yeah.
Is there anything that you miss from your Romanian culture?
Sometimes, but this is also my duty at work, sometimes I miss, you know, a little bit of super sparkle, you know, super energy that, yeah, you just look one to each other and you know you are going to do it and you are going for that one. But as I said, this is also part of my responsibility here to raise the energy and the bubbles in the company.
And you can bring it, yeah, you can spread it, help us to spread it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice, nice. What about your family? How are they doing?
Family is doing fine, thank you. In the beginning it was not so easy, it was not so straightforward because we just landed 1st of September, we were happy, schools were open, the whole environment was waiting to be discovered, we had a lot of plans, and then 6 weeks after it started to close, shut down, and you know, we were not expecting that would be the second country we visit. And we will go through actually 2 more lockdowns. So, but now with spring and April and May, things opened up, and the discovery came back. We like to travel a lot, and before we went to holidays, my family, my kids asked me, like, why do we need to go now to holidays? Because Czech opened, and now is the time to, you know, discover. So we made a promise to ourselves that next summer we will stay in
Really?
In Prague, yes,
Nice,
in Czech,
nice.
yes.
Perfect. We will give you some nice tips to visit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Dan, being GM in our company, it's a tough job to do. Would you share with us some tips how you actually relax, how you get energy, motivation to go on?
It's a combination of things. It's not only one thing. I get a lot of energy from people. If I miss energy, it means I need to move out of my office and to go either through the office or outside in the market and meet. And especially when I'm traveling, I get a lot of energy. It's this exchange of give and take that makes me really move. I get a lot of energy by doing things together as a team and seeing that we move step by step, we achieve things, we recognize, we reward ourselves with small prizes and small ice exchange. The recipe, I think, as long as you enjoy, and I enjoy a lot what I'm doing, is perfectly fine. For me, it's a discovery. It's an everyday discovery of meeting new people, new situations, having to change something, having a plan about another thing. I take it as a discovery. There are also low moments. There are also moments where you say, but 3 big breaths, deep ones, a little bit of 5 minutes peace, and a smile at the end, and we move on. Everything is passing by.
You're a positive person.
I tend to be. My wife is telling me that I'm over-optimistic. That's why we are together, because we are balancing.
She's balancing. Okay, nice. And Dan, regarding your career, you have financial background.
Yes.
Could you share with us a little bit more about your career steps and the history?
I started I graduated finance and banking, university in Bucharest. Then I had a big chance to move and to get my first job in PricewaterhouseCoopers as an auditor. After 4 years, I decided to join the industry and to be more hands-on, and I joined Reckitt Benckiser. In Romania, then I moved within a year in Budapest, where I spent almost 3 years, and I did 2 roles in finance, financial controller and commercial finance manager. Then I moved in Poland, also with Reckitt Benckiser, and I worked in one of the biggest factories of Reckitt in the world, the #1 factory in Europe, and it was an amazing experience in the factory because you see the products, how it comes, how it is born, and this is also the first learning I had as a career, because I didn't want to move to a factory, and somehow I finally moved. And then I discovered that what a great experience and learning is. And then I came back to Romania. I followed my wife. As far as I know, I'm the only one who followed a woman back home, because she didn't want to follow me in the expat career.
Okay.
But now it changed.
Now it's your turn.
Yeah, it was my turn. And I had an amazing experience in a more entrepreneurial environment. For 5 years, we grew organically. We did an M&A. We became from #3, #1. It was an amazing experience. And then somehow Coke gave a call. I refused them first time. Then 3 months afterwards, they called me again. And I said, okay, let's discuss. And it was a very difficult decision to take. And actually, my legal manager helped me. She came one day, 8:30 a.m. in the office. She was having very close office to mine. And I heard the opening of a Coke can. And I was really like 50-50. And then I heard it and I said, that's the sign.
Wow, it's a destiny.
And I joined in 2011 as a finance director for Romania. And initially, I kind of didn't enjoy, you know, first 6 to 9 months.
No?
It will not be your case. But then I realized it was a leadership experience, and I was actually growing, and I was struggling with the growing and making the next step.
Okay.
And it was a wonderful experience after the first 3 years. Then I went into group commercial finance, and then I had the craziness at the age of 40 to go sales. And it was the biggest career decision that I took, to go sales, with a lot of risks, no insurance. But so far it was the best job.
Yeah? Yeah.
Yes, as a sales manager, it was the best job. 3.5 years. Then I moved as a GM for North Macedonia, where I had the privilege to lead a joint venture between Coca-Cola and Heineken. And from 1st of September, I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Nice, great career story.
Yeah, thank you.
It's nice to listen to. Dan, now as a GM, you know cannot focus only on one function or one area. How do you make it, or do you have any recipe how to actually look at the company from holistic point of view? How do you prioritize, or what do you focus on to have you know, full scope of overview of all the activities?
Yeah. I think I owe a lot to the finance and to the finance profession, because the beauty of finance is that it allows you to open doors. You basically go in every corner of the organization, in every department.
That's true. You know every single detail.
Yeah, so if you have this curiosity to learn more on HR and how the payroll is working and so on and so forth, you can. I have also this from the audit background, because you were going in different companies, different customers, so you were forced a bit to learn how it's working. So I think this helped me a lot. There is this curiosity that I have, how is it? How is there? How is it connecting? And I have this curiosity of connecting more. And I think in terms of prioritization, it depends on which moment we are. Sometimes sales comes first in terms of priority and really taking an opportunity there. Finance is always an overarching thing. Sometimes it's more supply chain, sometimes it's more, and HR and people are all the time, you know, the ground, the base, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Dan, your predecessor was a woman.
Yes.
And she, you know, managed a lot of things, like she brought a lot of investments to the company. Also, she went through a huge transformation of this company. How do you look at the, you know, diversity and balance of gender in your team, but generally also in the company? How do you see it? Is it important? I believe you say yes, but what is behind that for you?
Maria did a great job here with the team, and I think it was pretty much, I can say, a big transformation in many aspects, and that puts a lot of responsibility to me and us as a team to take it to the next level. I'm a great believer in women at the helm of leadership. I have worked with many, I have hired many, I have had my preferences when it comes to women in the leadership positions, and I believe at the end of the day that this should not be a KPI, you know. I think it should be really on what, especially a woman leader brings to the table. And today, you know, one of the ingredients in leadership is empathy. It's so much more required. And I believe women can bring a little bit more of that. And we can learn as men from women a little bit more on empathy.
I agree.
And this is because, you know, women are mothers and they care much more in many instances. I believe also in a special energy that women are bringing. I've been in meetings in sales with only men at the table. When you have a female or 2 or 3 leaders in the room, the whole energy is changing, you know. Women are also very often more practical and pragmatical, you know, and that is a very good sense of realism and what are you talking, what are you discussing, let's make it concrete. And, you know, so I think it's women as leaders are bringing a lot to the table. And I believe now it's, I don't know, I haven't heard anyone recently saying, I don't believe in that. I would be very surprised that in this era, at this moment, we still don't believe in that.
Yeah. And I heard a lot of great stories, you know, about women in this company. So I believe it's also in the DNA of the company to support the women, not only in leadership positions, but generally.
Absolutely, absolutely. I remember in sales, one of the prejudgment was, women, they cannot do the business development job, you know.
Yeah.
And we had 5 women out of 350. 3 years later, it was more than 15% of the sales force on women, and about 50% in terms of the team leaders in the sales were women. I was very happy to see here in Czech so many women in so many positions.
Yeah, it's quite balanced here, so we should continue in that.
Definitely we will.
Okay, Dan, you already mentioned it. You came in COVID pandemic era, so it wasn't really easy for you. Also, you know, the company struggled a lot. But still, many projects were running, you know, many important initiatives have been launched. Can you name some of the company initiatives that are currently, you know, running and are important for the company, and we can also expect for the upcoming months?
Yeah, I believe in, you know, COVID, I think for many of us, both individuals and corporates, have given the chance of refreshing ourselves, looking at what change we want to make, what change we want to accelerate. So it was a great moment to see. Of course, from this perspective, there are many other perspectives that were not good, and it's not the time to talk about it. You asked me about the change and innovations. We first of all continued the investments, and that was, you know, we have a 20 million euro investments, which we didn't stop. We have recently launched it. It's the automated warehouse, and that proves again as a commitment that, you know, we believe in being here for long term, not only for, you know. We have, and that was a great example of not cutting, but actually continuing. When it came to marketing, this year we celebrated 50 years, and that was a beautiful discovery of how much roots we have in both countries, in Czech and Slovakia, you know. And we decided, really in a matter of a month, in the beginning of the year, to really completely change our plans for Q2 and Q3, remove everything and replace with the 50-year celebration. And we have invested almost 25% more in marketing this year. So that's another commitment of being here for long term. We have launched coffee, you know, and we are going to continue to accelerate coffee. Coffee is a big priority. It's part of our 24/7 strategy. We have launched Glass in Natura in Horeca, Kinley, Capi Lemonades. So we pretty much continued our agendas. We have refreshed also our approach to route to market in order to have more customer-facing time, and that was a big an important change. So we were doing quite a number of things.
Yeah, lots of things are running and ahead of us.
And also facing the crisis and everything else that was about. So I'm very grateful for the teams, how they worked, how we came together. Really, really very grateful.
Hopefully we will continue in this rising
We will.
Dan, do you see any uprising trends in our industry? Something that comes to sustainability, or the unique position of the business? Can you name some?
Yeah, sustainability definitely is top of the agenda. Healthy lifestyles are more and more. Digital agenda, e-commerce, food service aggregators. I see a lot different partnerships to be made. I see many trends. I see many trends, and definitely we are having a huge priority on sustainability. On healthiness, we are raising our agenda when it comes to 0 calories. And on digital, we are effectively investing much more, both in terms of resources and beyond that.
Dan, we are a little bit coming to the end of our interview, and you spoke about your career, about the plans of this company. Is there anything that you would recommend to the young people who now hear your story? Is there any guidance that you would give them from your experience that they could get from you?
What worked for me, which may not work for everyone, was a hungriness to discover, to learn. That made me switch either between jobs and discover more, or advance in the career, or really switch career from finance to sales. This hungriness of discovery and how are things there and how I can, contribute, that moved me. This learning moved me. My advice, I cannot give an advice in this respect. If there are young talents who are animated by learning, by discovery, I think this is a key driver. If you are curious, this curiosity will take you in beautiful places. My advice would be courageous to make decisions in your career. Be also patient to make steps and take learnings in pieces, because sometimes swallowing too much too fast, it's not good. That would be, be curious, be courageous, and sometimes be patient with the experience and enjoy it. Enjoy the journey,
You mentioned also your switch to sales. It was also a courageous step out of your definitely comfort zone. So this definitely applies as well, I believe. Dan, I was in my comfort zone during the past 20 minutes, and I really very much enjoyed the interview with you. I would like to thank you for being with us today and sharing your story. Very inspirational. I hope we can sometimes continue in the future. Well, I wish you a great rest of the summer.
You too.
Thank you, and lots of success to all of us.
Thank you very much, Marketa, and enjoy Coke.
Yeah, thank you, I will. Okay, thank you for watching us, follow us, and looking forward to the next time.